Hello, everyone. 5150 here. Thank you for tuning in. And welcome to another episode of 5150 Does Minecraft. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining me today. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about Minecraft. See, like this. I was getting bored, with all the quarantine stuff happening and staying in your house being the appropriate thing to do. And I thought I would revisit an old favorite game, Minecraft. I've spent many hours playing this game and with the mods. So you may notice, or you may not, I'm not sure how this is going to work out, that I am running version 1.7.10. Now, at the time of this recording, 1.7.10 is nowhere near the latest of this software. But I don't like the latest. It's processor intensive. It's heavy on the memory, and it looks like this. So for me, I just can't. I can't see why I would want to hit my processor heavier and my memory, and also I can't record when running it, and it doesn't run right on this machine. Uh, I don't have upgrades scheduled for a while. So, that having been said, what I would like to talk about today is a mod from the Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved pack, and the mod is Buildcraft with the Builder's add-on. Now, this is an extremely useful mod with some very useful machines, and I'm going to demonstrate one right now. The machine I'm going to demonstrate is a filler, and I'm going to show you how to set them up and what kind of things that you can do with them. First thing I need to find, you'll notice this blue line here goes up. It goes up exactly 64 blocks. And putting a redstone right next to a marker is what creates it. And there are lines here that extend out in 4 directions, 64 blocks. There's also one that extends down for 64 blocks. So what I need to do is I need to find the end of this line here and of this line here. That will give me 3 points of a square. The computer will extrapolate the 4th for you. If you want to build a box like we're doing here, or a 3-dimensional object, then you'll need to add one more marker for height, and then of course the computer will extrapolate for the rest of the dimensions. Okay, so here we are. I'll just dig to the end of this. La. This takes a moment or two. There it is. Okay. So now what I need to do is I need to add one at the upper limit of that line there. But the thing is, you can't place a marker just hanging in the air like that. You can't place anything just hanging in the air like that. So you try a grass block, nothing. Landmark, won't happen. But there is something that can be used. Let me show you the wonders of an angel block. Here we go, angel block from Extra Utilities. Another mod that we will be visiting in future episodes. Okay, so I need to build this up. So I'm at the end, and there we go. Okay, so now I have a marker for Y, a marker for Z, and a marker for X. So I have all of the points necessary to make a box. There. Now you'll notice there's a large red box right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the machine that we're talking about, a filler. I'm also going to need some power for it because it requires power. I'm going to grab a creative energy cell. I'm also going to need to create a strong box here pretty soon. Okay, so now when I place the filler, the red line turns to a yellow and black line, sort of a caution I'm working here sort of a thing. Okay, the first thing I want to do before I build my box, I want to get everything out of the way. I want to clear everything out of the area where I'm going to build. Now, the filler will affect everything that these yellow and black lines intersect. It will also affect everything in between the yellow and black lines. So I'm going to set the filler to clear, and I'm going to give it some power, and now it will begin clearing out the trees and the one layer of grass, or the one layer of dirt topped with grass that's here. Okay, I'm not going to make you watch the thing do all this. I will be back with you as soon as it's done. Okay, so you can see now that the filler has removed everything that's going to be in the way of our box. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to provide the filler with something to build with. And I think I like, let's do something that you don't normally build buildings out of. I'm going to do blue wool. Okay, so I need a way to get there we go. I need a way to reproduce the building material quickly enough for the machine to use it. Being creative mode, there's no cheating here. Okay. And I need a servo. Okay. And I already have I already have a redstone torch. Okay, so what I'm going to do is gain access to the side of the filler here. And here I can place my building material. And as you can see, you can pull out of this as many as you want, and it never depletes. So I'm going to run some item duct, a servo to pull the items out, and a redstone torch to operate the servo. Okay, now we are feeding blue wool into the filler. Now I'm going to click this arrow and set it to build a box. Now it's going to take this blue wool that is being supplied by this creative strong box, and it is going to build us a box. Now this is going to take several minutes to do, and I'm not going to make you sit here and sit through it all. So I will be back as soon as it's done. Okay, we're back now, and the filler has built a huge box. It is hollow. Let me check out, and here we go. See, all kinds of room inside. Now, A box is not the only shape that a filler is capable of. Let me find some open ground here, and I'll show you another one. No, I don't want to go there. I'll go this way. Okay, now, just like when we built the box, we need to place markers at the appropriate distance. Now, right here, I am doing the marker separations at 64 blocks. That is the maximum that you can do. This just so that it's mostly for demonstration, so I can show you how big an object or a building you can build with this. Okay, height. There. That's good enough. Okay, so I'll right-click this, and our boundary has been established, this red square. Again, we'll put down a filler, give it some power, and tell it to clear the area inside the box. And it will start doing that here momentarily. Sometimes it takes a second for the filler to take stock of everything it needs to do. I'll be back with you when the clearing is done. Okay, we're back. The area has been cleared. So I need to make sure that we get the materials needed into the filler. And this time we're going to do a pyramid. Yes, that should be really neat. All right, so now what this is going to do is it's going to lay down a series of layers of material. Each one will be one shorter on each side than the one before it, giving you a diminishing shape or pyramid. Okay. So now what material are we going to build our pyramid out of? Let's see. Let's see what looks interesting. We could build it out of bedrock. I don't know. Let's build it. I know. This will look really strange. We'll build it out of glowstone glass. Okay, and this should start. Whoops! You gotta have something to pull them out. There we go. Okay, and off we go. Now this is going to take some time to complete. So I'll be back with you as soon as it's done. Okay, we're back. The pyramid, as you can see, is still building. It didn't come out quite as cool looking as I had hoped. Maybe a different material. So what I did is I took the liberty of setting up another area, and I did it the same as I did the other two. Laid out the markers, laid out the boundary, placed the filler, cleared out the area, and now I'm going to go ahead and start with what I wanted to do. Now, what I want to show you this time is the frame. Now what this will do is it will create a frame just along these yellow and black lines. It'll create essentially a box frame. So let me go ahead and show you that right now. This will only take a moment to do, so I'm not gonna leave you. This happens pretty quick because there aren't very many blocks to it. Okay, maybe I'll come back to you when this is done. It's taking longer than I thought. Okay, I'm back with you. I have set up another area here. Again, same procedure. Set out the markers, establish the boundary, clear everything in the boundary. Now, for this area, I want to show you the final shape that we're going to cover in this episode, the cylinder. Now, it's as close as they can approximate to an actual cylinder, considering they're dealing with 3 foot by 3 foot blocks. So it'll be as round as can be expected, I guess, but it doesn't look a whole lot like a cylinder. The glass box with the wood frame is progressing along very nicely. And the pyramid has just completed. See, here we have a pyramid. Not real sure what this would be useful for, but I'm sure someone will find something. And then, of course, our empty box. I am trying to remember not to turn so quickly. I use a trackball, and it can be kind of difficult sometimes to not whip around really quick. I understand that that can be a little disconcerting when you're watching a video. So I'll do my best to curtail moving quickly. And so here is a cylinder building up, and it's going to build up to about 64 blocks high. Well, this is the filler from Buildcraft Builders, and I think this episode is going to be about that filler. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Thank you very much for watching. 5150 out.